All Singh.
You can call me Peter, you can call me John, it's okay. Mr. Contest Master, full of Toastmasters, and honored guest. I have to make a confession. I'm recovering from a very deadly disease. Is it contagious, you might ask? Yes, it is. So now you're thinking, great, now it tells us after shaking our hand. But before you go out and disinfect yourself, let me put your mind to ease. It's more of an addiction than a disease. Can anybody guess what it is? I'll give you a little hint. People pay money to retain this disease. Now can anybody guess what it is?
Smoking.
Very good, very close, but no, it's even worse than that. Smoking will take 6-7 years to kill you. This will kill you instantly. Sulfonitis. Folks, I found out I have this disease when I got a ticket to Washington, D.C. for being on a cell phone. So I did what any outspoken Toastmaster would do. I showed up in court. Not guilty, Your Honor. I was not talking on the cell phone. I was surfing the internet. He looked at me like, what? I said, Your Honor, I was lost and I was using my phone as MapQuest. I was able to walk. My fine was dismissed. But I felt guilty because actually I was dialing a phone number. So then I thought about it. I said, you know, sure I got off scot-free without a ticket, but what if I get into an accident? I'll be the one who suffers. So then I started thinking, I go, how did I get this disease? Who gave me this disease? I blame the cell phone companies. Hello, Mr. Singh. We'd like to offer you 25,000 night weekend minutes for just $5. Hey, how many times have I told you not to call me during dinner time? Did you say $5? 25,000 minutes? Okay, brother, okay, thank you. Now we got so many minutes. Now we got more minutes than there are in a month. You have to think of creative ways to use up that time. Hello, Grandma. Let me conference you with my boss. Oh, beta, मैं तेरे boss को जानती नहीं, पिछाड़ती नहीं, मैं भी जाना तेरे boss तो. Don't worry, Grandma. He's a Sprint customer. Think of it as free English accent training class. And you know, now that we have all these minutes, have you noticed how meaningful our conversations have become? Hey, Mike, how's it going? Same old, Paul. How are you doing? Same old, same old. Hey, hold on, John's calling. Let me conference you him too. Hey, John, Mike's on the line. How you doing? Same old, same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. I was reading the New York Times, and it said that it is more dangerous. Cell phone drivers are more dangerous than drunk drivers. Now, let me ask you honestly, how many people have ever driven a car while drunk? Be honest. It's okay. Nobody else is watching. Only 4 guys. Now, how many people have actually driven a car while using the cell phone? How many people have driven a car while using a cell phone? A lot more people. So you see, we take our chances with the cell phone a lot more than drinking and driving, and yet we look down upon drunk drivers. So if I asked you to give up your cell phones today and never use them again, would you be willing to do that? How many people could give up their cell phones today and not use them again? One guy. Can I have your cell phone, sir? So you're not serious. How about you, man?
You can have it.
I can have it. Again, I honestly believe that you cannot give up your cell phones. Okay? So I've come up with some tips that will help your driving a little bit safer. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go out and start using cell phone while driving, but if you have to take a call, if you follow my tips, it will make your driving a little bit safer. And I've broken these cell phone tips into a very nice acronym called PHONE, P-H-O-N-E, so you will not forget it. The first one is P, program those frequently dialed numbers. This is a true story. I was in a taxi cab, and the taxi driver kept on weaving back and forth, and it was scaring me to death. I said, what are you doing? He was actually dialing a number. I said, what are you calling? That's so important. He says, I'm calling my wife. I'm like, you should have that number programmed. You know, program those frequently dialed numbers, because dialing a number is the worst thing you can do while driving. Second one, use a hands-free device. Now folks, don't be cheap like me. Get a good hands-free device. This thing is so bad, it takes me forever to untangle. Okay, get a good hands-free device so that you don't spend time untangling it when you get a phone call. Third, get to know your on and off button. If you know your on and off button, you can pretty much take a phone call without looking away from the windshield. Okay. Fourth one, never dial while driving. Once again, that is the worst thing you can do, is dialing while driving. And finally, E, keep your eyes on the road. This will make you safer whether you're drinking coffee while driving, brushing your teeth, tying your shoelaces, taking a shower. God knows all the things that people do while driving. This will make you safer. As long as you have your eyes on the road, it will make you a much safer driver. Now I want to see how powerful this acronym is. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to ask you, what does P stand for in this phone test?
Program.
Program. Very good. How about H?
Hands on.
Hands free. Very good. How about O?
On.
On and off. N?
Never
dial while driving. And E?
Right.
Eyes on the road. Congratulations, you just graduated from Paul Singh's phone tips class. I want to tell you a true story. I was going to India, and on my way, the flight stopped in London Heathrow Airport for 4 hours. So I decided to use the restroom. And as I'm entering the stall, the guy in the other stall starts speaking to me in my native language, Punjabi. Anybody speak Punjabi here? He started speaking to me in my native tongue, Punjabi. So now you get how the heck did he know that I'm Punjabi? Because all he can do is see my shoes. So then I looked down, and sure enough, I was wearing these shoes that had a symbol that said Bata. Bata is a predominantly Indian shoe company. So I'm thinking, this guy's a genius. Just by my shoes, he figured out that I'm Punjabi, I'm Indian. And the next thing he said really surprised me. He says, so what are you doing here? I'm like, sure enough. If you can figure out from my shoes that I'm Punjabi, surely you can guess what I'm doing in London Heathrow Airport restroom. I didn't really say that because his shoe size is bigger than mine. So I said very politely, I said, I had 4 hours to kill, so I thought I'd sit here. The next thing he said really blew my mind. He says, hey man, I feel like giving you a hug. Well, what are you, a politician? A US senator? So I ran out of the door, went and called security. They got him out, but it turns out that he was talking to his girlfriend on the cell phone. Because the very next thing he said, honey, hold on, this Punjabi idiot thinks I'm coming on to him. Mr. Congress Master.
Okay, at this time, Sergeant Arms, if you could escort our two contestants. And timer, if you can give me 5 minutes. Once they leave the room, please.